What's up, guys? We're back here with the Let's Play series. So we failed on our mission yesterday to do kill 300 mobs or whatever amount of mobs. We did log in again. So we are here, new day, and we're just gonna probably try and go for 100 mobs on those daily quests. 300 is just too much work, too much time and effort. Don't really care about doing that. Okay, so high XP, that's good. Skiing, we want to change this one. We don't want to give him skiing. It's valuable. So let's go ahead and change that mission. Skians, no. Again, wow, 3 skians, okay. Last chance. Wow, every single one was skiing. That was terrible. So we're probably not going to be giving him skians because we don't want to give him 30 skians for 60 arcane and 100 labor. Ugh. Ugh, that's terrible. Alright, so we've got all these over here. These we don't really care about changing except for the coin purse one. We want to make this a low one. We want to make it, what is it, 20 coin purses? So there you go. There's low 20 coin purses. And then now, synthesis, we want to change this one to 10. So your standard things that you've seen us do every single day for the last, approximately 30 days. We are doing all our daily quests, and that is going to be it. Let's see what we got. We got 5.5 BSLT. Let's go and Shift P to open up the mailbox. I love that little trick that everyone has pointed out. All right, so this one failed to sell. So we are going to go list it and see what this finishing touch price currently is. So wow, look at that. Yep, way down to 2.5. That's because, I mean, these things were valuable. We're very, very valuable. So we can go ahead and put this up for 2.6. Probably should sell there. And I think even at that price, at 2.6, it's still very, very profitable. It's still probably one of the most profitable crafts. But as we talked about before, the more people that do these things, the less value you actually get out of it. So obviously you want to do things that people aren't doing that have the biggest returns on your investments. So let's go gather our crops. Yeah, we have less than 24 hours on the event. And is it me or does it feel like he's lagging? Like, it feels like that was a really, really slow chop. Let's get the polar bear out of the way and then drop these guys back down. Okay, so for those new people, this is 100% free to play. Count. We have not spent any money. We are earning BSLT, showing you how to do it. If you want to know more, go check out the earlier episodes. Watch everything, listen to everything. Pretty much listen is the easiest way. So it's like a podcast here. You can hear all of the tips and tricks. You can go back and then see, like if something comes out and then we talk about something and you're like, whoa, what is that? And you go back and replay that. So many great tips for free-to-play players. The biggest one, obviously, is you try the game out. The game is 100% free. It's a great, great play-to-earn crypto game. But in order to earn, you are going to have to put a lot of work and effort in. And so I always say that it's way better to try the game out if you like the game and if you think it's cool, then, start off with 50 BSLT or 75 BSLT or 100 BSLT. Start off with some kind of initial investment into the game, and your progress will be so much faster than where we are. Like, this is 30 days, about 1 hour a day playing, and we have a total of 55 BSLT. So you can see it takes 30 days to get that 55 BSLT from someone who's an experienced player who's actually played this game for many years technically. So we played the original version, which is called ArcheAge, for many years before. This game is brand new. It came out September 1st. This is currently the only server available, which is the Asian server. There will be a North America, South America server coming in Q1 of 2023 is the target date right now. So that is something January, February, March of 2023 to look forward to if you are a North America or South America player, or someone even just in that side of the world, right? Because this game is very, very PvP heavy, and that means you have to have good ping, right? You want to have better ping so your arrows fire faster and your skills go off faster. So ping is a very, very important factor. All right, so we might have wasted a couple there. Oh wait, we weren't taking stock on how many we were opening. All right, we need to do synthesis 10. And so, as always, the most important things as a free-to-play player is to do all of these daily contracts. So daily contracts are what you're going to be doing, and then once you get enough BSLT, you're going to be unlocking the Arc Pass. This cheap one, the Beginner's Settlement Arc Pass, only costs you 20 to start, and then 30 more to unlock the secondary path. So it's a total of 50 BSLT, and this is the biggest things for free-to-play players. First off, you do want to get a spot in the public farming area. Public farm is how you're going to make your first BSLTs. So you plant down some crops, harvest them every 8.5 hours if possible. That is the most efficient because they're ready every 8.5 hours. And then eventually you'll be able to sell enough of them or convert them into processed material to make your first BSLT. There's a couple different methods that you could use on that first BSLT. So using that first BSLT to buy a tier 4 weapon is a very, very good investment, I think. It will greatly increase your farming capability, your monster farming. Your power level will go just like through the roof, having a tier 4 weapon early on in the game. The next thing that you probably want to do with your money is you want to reinvest it into the auction house and buy different items that you don't have for your dailies. So you'll eventually have all of these things. You'll have all these mineral crystals, you'll have all the sap, you'll have all of this soil, but in the very beginning you won't have any of that stuff, and then you just have to slowly but surely buy these things and then look into the folio by pressing O, and you can see all the crafting recipes that are available in the game, and you'll have to work out which ones can you actually use. In the very beginning of the game, you're probably just going to be using the processing ones, which are converting 5 of the basic farming materials into a processed farming material. So 5 logs into 1 lumber, or 5 skin into 1 processed fabric, and so forth. So we need 40,000 more XP to get this one, and then we are all done there. We also got our rewards from our Arc Pass, another Archeum box, so 500 more there. We can go ahead and take a look and see if we have enough to make some Shadigan ores. We do. We can make 5 Shadigan ores here, so we can make a whole bunch of these things. Probably do want to make a bunch of these things. Let's think about this. Should we spend a bunch of our labor and our Archeum to make these? This will get us how much BSLT? Let's actually go a little bit further. Let's get the Shadigan ore only. So this will get us 2.8 BSLT per each craft that we do. So they're definitely on the lower end of the price spectrum right now. Everything in this game is all player run. Everything made and created is all made by another player, sold by another player. So this economy is 100% player made economy. You can wait for things to go up in value. Things can potentially go down in value. You can click on this button right here. In the bottom right, you can see some sales charts to see some data and some history on this specific item. And you can do this for any item in the auction house. So there's a lot of information that is there, and you have to make the judgments. Is things going to go up? Are things going to go down? Like, what is your opinion on the matter? So on this has been steadily going down in price. And most things generally will be going down in price over time as more and more is being produced by the game. More players are jumping in, more people are planting and harvesting, trying to make that BSLT. Because the only way to currently make BSLT is to sell items on the auction house. So you're selling things to other players to earn that BSLT to use to buy your skills or to upgrade your character to progress and get stronger. So I mean, it's not really going to matter that much. We have 5.5. We have a decent amount. There's nothing else we really want to craft right now. Let's see how much these cost. See if it's profitable. It should be very profitable to actually do this. So it takes 3 of these at 0.12. So that's 0.36. Then it takes 3 of these at 0.08. So that is 0.24. And then it takes 3 of these again at 0.025. So you're looking at about 0.5, 0.36, 0.08 to craft, and then you have to factor in the fees, which is the Archeum and the labor. So it is still a very, very good thing to do as a free-to-play player. So let's go ahead and craft at least one of these guys. And anytime that you spend labor too, you typically get EXP. I shouldn't say anytime, because they did change the system slightly. When you are crafting like a labor potion, if you are crafting a XP potion, those kind of things, or a wrapped Archeum bundle. Actually, you do get it from the Archeum bundle. But if you're crafting an XP potion, or if you're crafting a labor potion, you don't actually get XP for spending that labor. So there's no easy way to cheese the game into getting, endless amounts of EXP. All right, so quests. So we need to go over here for our quest. You can see we've got a bunch of them there. So house, we actually have a teleport over there, I think. Community center. And technically, to save some money, we should actually be teleporting over to the world gate and then jumping through the world gate and then teleporting over there. Because if you teleport cross-continent, it's actually going to cost you 3 hereafter stones, versus if you teleport in the same continent, it will only cost you 1. And so those things aren't crazy expensive. They're 45 silver. But eventually you will actually run out of silver. No. So if you're here and you're like, hey, I don't want to do this, there's a little small X button in the top right. So X out of that. So we'll finish up our quests over here, and this one will probably be a very simple, basic episode. Not really gonna do much. Just did all the dailies, and then call it a day. What is this? Any quests over here? Or we got this one that's 2,000, 2,000. So none of these quests are really nearby, it's saying, which is interesting. Where are all their quests? So this could be something too. So we might have actually gotten too high of level where we don't actually get to see the quests anymore on the map. That's actually a thing. I don't know if it's in this version or not, but let's run around and see. Because I don't remember that we did all of these quests over here. So there should actually be a bunch of quests, but we're currently level 45, and this is currently a level 30 to 33 zone. So this is a small level zone, and we might have actually out-leveled all of these quests here. And you can see the stream of bots that are just running their bot program to auto farm. And so people are very oh man, the bots are going to ruin the game. Well, the bots in this game can't actually do much. So the bots really can't farm hardly anything. They're the only reason that they're here kind of is maybe potentially they can farm something in the future, or they're happy to make 1 BSLT every couple of minutes. Because they can make about 1 BSLT by selling weapons and armors, Yep, doesn't look like... No quest over here. Nothing there. Destroy the statue. Where's this one at? Way over there. Yeah, it looks like we out-leveled all these ones. Oh, that's an old quest. Let's get rid of that one. So let's go ahead and pass on that. This one also looks like a very old quest. So you can kind of tell by how old the quests are is how much XP they give. So it's also pretty crazy how the bots have it so programmed out, just like everything is automatic. Like there's no, human interaction needed. I think for these guys, they just have a program, just like go here, do this, do this, do this. Like they're just so automatic. It's pretty impressive, actually. And it's also sad that the game company can't just like shut down their automatic, programs that they have. Yep, see over here we can actually start to see a bunch of quests again. And we can actually teleport over there since we've already been to that area. So no sense in actually running. Let's teleport. The bots. And so a lot of people have asked me, like, why don't they have a GM that's banning the bots? It's a very good question. Why don't they have a GM that is just blowing up all the bots that are running around? I don't have the answer to that. It seems logical, but obviously they do want something that is more automatic, so they don't have to have someone manually doing that, because someone can't necessarily be on 24/7. That'd have to be like 2 or 3 people, different people that are just manually there, like, hey, kill a bot, kill a bot, kill a bot, right? All right, so now we're over here, and we might actually... Is there some quests in there? There might be some quests in here. Let's go take a look real quick. So as you can see, here's the public farm, and it is pretty damn full. Almost all the public farms will be completely full as well, so you really have to look carefully for public farm spots. Because again, that is where you're making your money. That's where you're going to get your first BSLT generally. Yep, there's a quest right here. Oh, it's a guild mission quest. I don't want you. I just threw you away. Oh, there's a quest over here. Oh, this is a trade pack quest. And there's another quest over here. Cool. So questing is the fastest way to level up. You got to do all of the basic quests. After level 30. I mean, I do recommend going back. And doing some of the easier quests. But to each their own, you can do whatever you want. There is no one perfect way or best way to do these things. Alright, so what else do we gotta do? Bees! We gotta kill bees. Oh, there's more quests over here. So obviously, as you do a quest, more quests unlock. So always keep your eyes open for more quests. And that's what makes questing so efficient experience-wise, is because you do one for 5,000 XP, and then another one unlocks for another 5,000 XP, or unlocks for another 7,000 XP, or another 10,000 XP. And killing mobs, you're only going to get about 200 or 300 XP for killing a mob. So you'll see here, let's do our AoE. There is 2, so right there we ended up getting 186 XP for killing those 2 mobs times 2. So a quest is significantly better on the XP earned than just killing mobs. Man, all the Archeum cores are just popping out like crazy today. One of the nice things too about the Arc Pass is once you unlock this, you actually get a lot of XP in these quests. So every one of these quests now gives you 9,422 XP, and you get 3 of them to start, and then you have 4 if you get the premium version, so the more expensive version. So that's a total of approximately 30,000 or 40,000 XP every single day, and that's a lot of XP. Alright, so we're going to head back and turn these guys in, at least one of them. Because we're closer here to the village. So we're going to see maybe it opens up another quest chain. And if not, then we're just going to head back. Alright, nothing else. Also, just keep an eye on your mini-map, though, to make sure that no other quest appeared. Actually, yeah, there's a quest over here, and there's a quest over here, so things actually did appear. And by looking at the mini-map, I was able to find those and be like, oh, wait, there is something. So this one is over back to where we were going originally. Search the executed persons in the valley for stuffed pockets. And so that's why we went back there. Is like, maybe, a new quest would appear, and then it probably would be around in this area as well. So these guys on the ground right there, those little glowy lights. So if you're ever worrying for a quest or anything like that, you just kind of look for the glowing lights. The tip is you don't have to actually fully complete all of them either too. This one came back though. So if you want to, you can turn things in early for an early completion. You get less gold, but that's the only thing that you get less of. So you get the full amount of XP as well. So I believe it's if you do about 66% of the quest, then it will give you the early completion. Maybe wrong on that, I'm not sure the exact number. So definitely play around with that. There's also the opposite too. If you want, you can actually do an over completion of a quest. And so if you do more kills or more harvest on whatever they're asking for, you can get an additional amount of gold. But gold is not that valuable. As you can see in our inventory here, we have over 200 gold. We are well stocked on gold right now. Eventually, you will run out of gold, but that is several months away in the future. And that is if you are actively selling a lot of items on the auction house, because the auction house is the only thing that takes away your gold, really. Alright, so probably 2 more quests. And then we'll have our dailies all done. Let's see if we can grab a whole bunch of these guys. Do an AoE. Oh, that's an archer. He won't come to us. So that's one of the nice benefits of getting your gear early on, like we did. We did the green story quests. We got our gear. We got tier 4 weapons. And that was like, you know, given to us via the green story quests. Then we also purchased, I think, 1 weapon. And then now you come back here when you are higher level, you higher combat power, and you have this invalid protection on you. So these enemies can't really hurt you too much. See how they keep hitting invalid on us? That means that we're overpowered, we're too strong. So if you remember, the opposite happened to you when you're fighting and you're playing at the very beginning of the game. You're hitting invalid against the enemies. And that's because you were too weak. So complete. And then this one, we just need a little bit more. Another cool thing is, too, once you get your pet leveled up, you can also use your pet to kamikaze. Attract all the aggro, kind of bring everyone together. And then start AoEing on all these guys. And so once again, your pet also has that same system. Like, if he's strong enough, he's going to have invalid, and he's not going to really take any damage. Your pet also has a lot more HP than you. So the pet here at level 42 has 17,000 HP, which is kind of crazy because we only have 7,000 XP or HP ourself as a human, you know, hero. And this giant pet has, you know, double our HP. I mean, it's nuts. And he's only level 42, and we're level 45 already. Like, the character HP needs to be higher, in my opinion. The pet HP is perfectly fine, 17,000. Like, that's how much like a character should have. Alright, well, this is going to wrap it up here. We have finished our daily quests. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions or comments, post them down below. We'll talk about them in the next episode. Look at that, 2 new quests, so make sure we grab those for tomorrow. And yep, we are on our way to level 50. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always. Make sure you've hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.